all the places where you know a guy. I want to spend my Saturday.
Gain about 30 pounds.
Just me and my kids. I know. Thank you
Relax,
very much.
TJ.
I want to. Don't yell at TJ. TJ's doing fine.
I'll do whatever I want.
I want to go to every place that you've ever said, go here, I know a guy.
All right.
Ask for Eddie. Ask for Billy.
You need a weekend. You think a day's enough?
Ask for Shorty Ed. You know what?
We're gonna be up and down the coast.
Right, okay. All right. Will I leave the greater New York area, or will it all be here?
Oh, you'll be down you'll be at DJs. You'll be all over the place. You'll be down the shore and in the city, everywhere.
Massachusetts.
How far away could I go if I was going to certain places that you know somebody at? I'm sure you know somebody in Chicago by now. You know that chain restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's fucking.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy with you. That's what I want to do. Hey, Joey.
Hey, Brandon Walker, Big Ev,
Joey
Mincy,
Molinaro.
Rico. What's up?
Joey, you look like my cousin. I have a big family. And my cousin.
You know a guy, right?
I don't know why that was a qualifier.
Well, I'm gonna get to it. You wanna am I allowed to or no?
Go. No.
So my cousins have brought boyfriends to the parties.
Sure.
And the kid wore a Mets hat. He was a Giants fan, but he tried to be good in with the family.
Yeah.
Are you doing that because you're in New York, or are you actually a Rangers fan?
You know, I did pack it because I was coming to New York. I don't have a hockey team,
All right.
Rico, and so Glenn Balls was like, "Hey, why don't you hop on the Rangers?" I was
did
like,
that too.
I respect
I'll go with that.
Thing.
I respect the move.
I mean, we don't got hockey. It's not a thing.
Fine.
No, it's all
where I
good.
come
Trying
from.
to get brownie points. They worked.
And we're going to talk about the Rangers
I got a
extensively
bone to
today.
pick.
We got a lot to talk
Go
about.
Rangers.
We'll get to the hockey and everything. Joey Molinaro is obviously here. Big Ev is here. I'm here. Mincy is here. Marty Mush not here. Rico is here. 2 empty seats. They're recording a podcast right now. Hello, Papa Shot.
Oh, Papa Shot.
There
What's
he
up,
is.
pal?
Legend.
That guy right there. That guy in the FedEx costume.
Yeah.
Walked in, not costume, but so
I think it is a costume.
so he walks in here one day. We have the Papa Shot right there, which was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Now it's around the corner back
Yep.
there. But he walks in.
And they hit the balls.
And he just
even play it
says
anymore.
he had told Ebony, or he told somebody he was really good at it. So the next day he comes in his FedEx jacket, middle of winter, drops 95.
Wow.
95
No warm-up.
right here on
Oh,
King
you're
Street.
just
forgetting
backed it up,
You're
dude.
forgetting the best part.
And then we end up later finding out. We found out that he was the 1997 Papa Shot champion at the Palisades Mall, where he went to a Dave & Buster's, won that, and got to go to the Final Four, where Arizona won. And he's an Arizona fan ever since.
Wow.
That guy right there is a legend.
Dead ringer.
You know what? He looks like the dude that not only David Buster's, but you go to the gym and there's always an older guy that's been he's been on the treadmill for a little bit, but then he goes down to where the hoops are and he just hits 1,000 free throws. You know, before he takes off. He looks like that kind of guy.
Look, he's explaining the story now to these ladies out here. He's pointing at us.
I wonder if he goes around the country hustling people in Papa Shot.
I would hope so.
He's incredible. I mean,
Look at him. He's out there running game, talking about Papa Shot. This guy.
it was just so.
All right.
I mean, he came from the frigid New York streets. No warm up.
It was
jacket still on.
so cold.
No warm up. 95. Just first ball. Bang. 95.
Did we get it? Did anybody get it on film at all?
No, it was on the show, just like we just showed
It
him.
was on the show.
Just like we just showed him,
Yeah,
he was
he's in
doing it
the
out
shoes.
there.
Out there.
He's good.
Okay.
So the Papa Shot was by Erica's office for a week,
Right.
and then Erica put a stop to
She
it.
shut that
Obviously, we
down.
had the Frank the Tank. Him struggling to hit. But
Well, there's a
Papa Shot.
there's a big time Papa Shot player in here. Rico is in the 100 Club, right?
Oh,
You're-
yeah.
yeah.
I could play.
You're in the 100 Club. I play basketball. I don't play Papa Shot, so I
I'm
didn't
not
do
bad
very well.
myself.
Really?
I wish that me and Rico could duel it out.
No,
yeah.
we got
They
it.
hit the
I thought
ball.
you said it was out. Yeah, Rico said that you
I think
can't.
they hit the balls. We'll fire
No,
it
there's
up.
a couple. I think there's 3 or 4 back there.
They didn't hide them. Just things get, they stay around here and people pick them up and they're like everybody's desk. There's always a football. Like the other day, Big Ev needed a football for something. I said, I think I saw one. And I ran to a desk that I'd seen 2 days earlier and it was sitting right there.
It was one of those where I see footballs constantly laying around this office, and the second I needed one, I couldn't find one.
I'm just trying
And
to.
Brandon-
That was me
Brandon
the
found
other day
one
with the
for
Stormtrooper helmet. You remember that Stormtrooper helmet that was in the Game Time studio?
Yeah.
Can't fucking find it anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, it was so. I was
It's
so
it's
bummed.
sitting at somebody's desk.
No, I went everywhere, man.
There's
I came
probably-
in 7:30 in the morning.
I would
couldn't find
imagine there's a Stormtrooper helmet at Jeff D. Lowe's desk or,
Nope.
or Robbie
it.
Fox.
He was the first person I asked. Texted Robbie, no idea.
Nothing.
No. Can I just say, Rico, that first it's it's kind of intimidating for a newcomer to come in and sit across from Rico.
Have you
Bosco.
guys met?
Yeah, we've met
Yeah.
before.
Okay, all right.
But at the same time, I have this everybody talks to me about impressions and everything. It's your accent and the way that you speak, I love, first of all. But second of all, by the end of this, I'm going to find myself talking more like you, because it just when I'm listening to you talk, and then all of a sudden, by the end of the hour, I feel like I'm going to have kind of a little bit of Rico Bosco going on.
You going to run out of the room?
I don't plan on it.
You're a fucking dick. You just never miss a shot. You gotta give the guy credit.
He turns into Rico at the end. He just runs out of here. Just can't finish the show.
Oh yeah.
No.
I would love to hear it whenever you have it. Don't force it. But whenever you have a Rico Bosco, I would listen to that immediately.
Can you do anybody else in the office?
You know what? I was actually in my hotel room with my wife the other night, and I was because Frank the Tank, he enjoyed my T-shirt a lot, the one I wore the other day, and so I was doing a little bit of Frank the Tank, but I don't know if it's I don't know if it's air written.
Is it the freak out Frank the Tank, or is it steady?
No, he was very steady because he complimented my shirt. I had Baby Yoda and Mando as Big Daddy, when they're pissing on the door, and Frank liked it a lot, so I felt excited about that. But I'm working on that a little bit. But Rico, I mean, you're a character in yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have characters in my own head.
Yeah, you do an impression of his voice. He's doing an impression of Italians himself.
There's 6 guys. You're a dick. There's 6 guys up there. I mean,
I never get the drop on you. I'm 2-0 today.
What are we doing here?
So I got a bone to pick with you, Joey.
All right.
I saw on Instagram and Twitter last night that you and this guy right here, Ben Mintz, were just out on the town eating dinner.
We were.
What, you couldn't invite me? I like pizza.
We had ourselves a real nice spot at Bleecker. John's on Bleecker. Yeah, John's on Bleecker.
Dave gave it.
Was that your first time?
Yeah, it was the first time. We've had it in the office before during football, but man, that fresh coal-fired fresh.
It didn't disappoint, Brandon.
It's very, very good.
I walked in, Frank Sinatra picture signed. I was like, this is where I want to be.
I didn't really give a shit about the pizza.
It's like 8
It's
tables.
just about the invite.
It's a joint. It's like 8 tables.
Well,
we sat outside. The weather was good. Sat outside.
Brandon likes to DM me shit on Twitter, even though he has my number. So I'm still trying to figure out this relationship. I'm not going to text you an invite to dinner when you still DM me shit on Twitter. Like you don't have my number.
I have
you don't
your
have
number.
my contact.
I have your number. I just don't put numbers in my phone very much.
He's like a drug dealer.
Yeah. So I don't like, when you get married 14 years, you'll do it too. But I don't put a whole lot of numbers in my phone.
Big Ev, has he done this to you? Has he?
We talked about this the other day. Yeah, I don't know if I've done it to him specifically, but we've talked about me doing it to the Chicago guy. Yesterday, I texted Carl to come on the show.
Oh, that was my text, Dave.
Yeah,
I heard about that. You told me about that.
I accidentally
came in like a hurricane.
I texted the wrong, and this motherfucker just walked in so confidently.
And everyone's like, Dave, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
I was asked. Like, fuck.
You texted me.
Good job, Brandon.
See?
Fucking texted the wrong Chicago guy. So yeah, it's not.
Why you have group texts.
But I did. You operate exclusively in group texts.
I know.
All right. So we got a lot of sports to talk about.
I'll have to add Joey. I'll have to get your number just for the Christmas text.
Oh, he's getting the Christmas text already.
Yeah, he's part of the team.
All right, that's pretty good. I don't think I was on the Christmas text first.
Ev gets mad every time.
I'm a big Christmas.
I got left out.
But how many times did I say Merry Christmas to you in person, like on the way out?
And I'll give a shout out. Rico gave me a very nice envelope that all the Pick Century boys signed for my grandmother. Appreciate it very much.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
That's what matters.
What do you stand on birthday text, Rico?
I don't do those.
You don't do
I stopped writing on the walls too, unless I'm like really good friends with you.
Well, right on the wall is not a good friend. A text is a good.
Yeah,
friend.
I know. No, I do the text. If you're in the circle, but there's a lot going on.
Okay.
And you have to go to Facebook to find their birthdays.
Okay.
So how many friends in your circles these days do you text happy birthday to? I think I got 2. I got 2 happy birthday friends.
Well, you're like what, 45? So is that like every few years there's like 2 or 3 people that fall off the list, or is that not how it works?
You can't give that. Like 45 is not that far off. You can't be like too upset.
42.
Well, I mean,
that's my point. I was like,
42.
You're not.
You rounded up. You could have rounded down. You could have rounded down.
The man's in his early 40s.
You could have said 40.
You know what?
If in his early 40s, not mid.
If you would have texted me instead of DMing me the other day, then I would have said 40.
You're still mad about that? You're still mad that I texted you. I DM'd you instead of text.
No, I just,
I wanted to talk to you. And what was the DM? I said, would you please be on Pick Central?
I appreciated the message, but the fact is that when you DM me like that, I know that you didn't save my contact information. Therefore, I'm not important enough for you to save my name and my info.
Can you get comfortable? Are you going to be laying down by the time the show's over?
I got back problems.
He's doing his Frank impression. Frank sinking in the chair.
You need a chiropractor? Need a chiropractor?
Got a guy.
He's got a guy.
You might have to go to Jersey for this one, though. I used to play ball against him.
I'm going to tell Ben Mintz a little bit. When Ben was, well, he still is, but when he was hardcore working out and I wasn't, and I was like, man, I need to get a personal trainer. I need to follow your lead. I need to get out there and start losing this weight. And he said, I got a trainer for you. I said, okay. Well, who's your trainer? He said, He's a chiropractor. He's not a trainer at all, but he'll tell you what to do.
Yeah, I still go to him once a week, man. He came and did lowering the bar with us, and that's how I met him. We cracked our neck and back. Dude,
that shit was wild, yeah.
But he's like got an exercise science degree, man. I'm
crazy.
Man, look, I ain't never gonna do any core stuff that involves lunges, squats. I'll never do that bullshit on my own. Yeah. I have to have accountability telling me to do that stuff, and he gives me that, so it's great. Big fan.
The only reason I'm not going to talk about you guys' dozen trivia team and everything, because if we start talking about that and the fact that you guys got left out, then we have to start talking about what's happening, and I have to stay away from dozen talk at all.
Okay.
But I got my eyes on you for some dozen drama later on. Okay.
My Venmo's open if you want spoilers. $100 a pop. Just FYI.
That's pretty brilliant, to be honest.
It's open.
I feel like if you want spoilers, you should be able to.
95.
All right, so we've got a Rangers shirt in the room. Hopefully the Chicago guys join soon because I'd like for them to be here for the baseball. But I don't think they have to be here for this because the biggest thing in sports right now, or at least it's not often hockey, is one of the most talked about sports. I mean, it always has its lane. It kind of goes under there. But Tom Wilson, everywhere you look, Tom Wilson this.
Trending.
And I'm watching Twitter and I'm on Instagram and I saw the highlight. But I feel like there are two distinct teams that have now formed on this Tom Wilson debate. And you're more of a hockey guy than I am, and Rico, you probably are too.
I'm definitely not. Don't portray me as any
but
hockey
you'll
guy.
At least know this.
I had an opinion on the incident.
You'll at least know this. I feel
I'm
like
coming more around on it. I used to just hate hockey. I think playoff hockey is entertaining. And I do think the sport does not translate well to television, and it hurts it.
I think it's better in person.
Could be better.
So I say this. I feel like there's two definitive sides here. One of them is Tom Wilson is a thug who did something terrible, needs to be suspended for a while, thrown out of hockey, needs to be punished severely because he's an asshole. The other side is stop being a pussy. It's hockey. It's going to be rough. Is this? I think I'm pretty sure Witt is on the side of, hey, quit being a pussy. This is every GM would want him on his team. So those are very and hockey Twitter, man, they are very down the line. It seems like this side, that side, and I know what side you are on because of your Twitter, but if you'll go ahead and say where you fall on this Tom Wilson debate.
I just think, listen, I'm not a hockey guy, and I understand I don't watch it. That's what a lot of the blowback I was getting on my opinion was from guys who watch hockey day to day. I get it. I get that Tom Wilson he's like the Vontaze Burfict of the NHL, if you will.
What a great comparison.
Has a past history of these incidents. I just think it's a sport, one, that glorifies fist fighting. Like, that's a fact. I just don't see how, like, I understand the guy's hurt badly. He's out for the year. That's a big problem, especially for Rangers fans. He's your best player. I totally get it. If I was a Rangers fan, I'd be furious. And I'm a New York guy. I don't have a hockey team. I'd be super inclined to back the Rangers. I just was shocked at the statement they released saying that the head of player safety was unfit for the position. Like, just because he didn't get suspended. Yeah. I mean, I understand he kind of pulled a cheap shot early, but the guy jumped on his back, whether it was to, like, attack him or it was to break up the fight. The second a melee, like, type brawl is broken out on the ice, a guy jumps in your back, you flip him over your back to get him off you and punch him. I don't see how that, like, saying that a person in my DMs or in my messages, whatever, said that it was attempted murder. Like, I was like, what are we talking about? Right. Attempted criminal charges, kicking him out of the league. Like, it was just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I was like, it's hockey. Like, if you want to suspend him for a game or whatever, fine, sure. He has a pass. I get it. But I just think it's so crazy. Like, I was shocked by, like, diehard hockey fans being this outraged about it. And then I saw after I posted it, Witt's video mocking it, and I was so happy that we were on the same side.
On the right side of history on that one.
I was 100%. I was so glad that they all had the same mindset. I was just blown away that many people were, like, against it. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked.
I obviously seen everything, and I just watched multiple times the exact replay of it going down. All right, right. And with like what Big F's saying, coming from a dude in Indy, that hockey's not. We don't watch it. We don't know. What I think of hockey, I think of shit like that. Right or wrong. Yeah. I think of people fucking Happy Gilmore. You know what I mean? Right. Just going nuts. That's my puck, elbowing people in the head. Right or wrong. A lot of people tell me I'm in the wrong, but that's what I think of as hockey. And yes, it's violent, and yes, it looked really, really shitty, and I understand why people are shitty about it, but to me, I'm like, a murder, like you said. Again, that
So
worked
I had
up
someone
about it.
in my replies, attempted murder was the I couldn't believe it.
That was the shittiest attempted murder of all time.
I was just stunned.
He's
I
not
was
a
like,
good murderer at all.
I was like the guy. I was like the guy put his hands on him first. I was like, what are we talking about? He threw him on the ice.
Tom
It's
Wilson's
tough
murder
because,
skills suck.
Like you said, you open that door of like glorifying the violence, which whether you like it or not, I don't think there's a place for it. I also think I shouldn't say that. I don't think they should rely on the violence as much as they do.
To
you know
sell
what I mean?
tickets, yeah.
Because
they glorify,
the one thing I know about playoff hockey, I've been to 4 or 5 games. I'm not the hockey guy again, but I do. I've gone to the games, and if you'll watch, there are no fights in the playoffs because they know it's more it's valuable to not get kicked out. So to lean on that all year and basically do it as like a gimmick is kind of like, and not do it in the playoffs is, you guys know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, so it's tough. You open that door, like you said, it's violent and it's whatever, but then you do get these brawls like that that can turn ugly.
One thing,
I get it. It's dangerous. Ice is hard. Like, people got sharp skates on. Like, I totally get there's more than even like on a football field, for example, like getting slammed on grass or ice. Different game. Totally get it. I just think it's crazy to be like people being up in arms. Even not even just the crazy outlandish saying like criminal charges, but even people saying he should be like banned from the league forever. It's just insane.
Yeah, I mean, well, like, what do you expect to happen? You're glorifying fights. Like, something like this is going to happen.
And like I said, it wasn't like he just did it out of nowhere. Like, I know he kind of like started the fight sort of, but it was in the middle of a brawl.
Right.
It's not unusual for a hockey player. It's rare, but it's not unusual for hockey players to be charged for something that happens on the ice. They were saying in the chat, thank you guys, Bertuzzi and McSorley both charged. I remember McSorley was that about 15 years ago, where he just I think he.
But I think it's more like it would be more egregious if like 2 guys were skating and he flew from like one side of the ice all the way to the other and just took his head off.
Yeah.
To me, that's way more egregious than someone being on your, or even I think more people talking about he like kind of pushed some guy's face in the ice. It was more of a push to me than I thought. He didn't like grab his head from like standing up and just slam it to the ground.
From what I saw, that's what I was expecting when I just watched it back.
In the larger scene of sports, though, I felt like the Rangers' statement was, you don't see teams go that far in their statements very much when they're basically just saying Tom Wilson's a piece of shit. And we're going to be without our best player because Tom Wilson's a piece of shit, and the guy who's in charge of this piece of shit is a piece of shit because he didn't do his job. I mean, they really went out there.
I mean, calling the head of player safety literally unfit was, I believe, the word they used.
That's
I was absolutely stunned. I was stunned for them to put out that statement.
Avery, come here, boy.
Yeah, I'd like to hear.
While he's walking in, breaking news, the Barstool iCasino is now live in Pennsylvania.
Yes, it is.
24-hour risk-free casino wagering up to a $500 bonus.
Either chair right there.
Yeah, right there.
So we're having a discussion about the range.
Oh, I know. I was listening. All right, hold on.
You're a Devils guy, though, no?
No, diehard Ranger fan.
So you are a somebody says this is hilarious, 5'9" hockey guys talking hockey. We're not really talking hockey. We're talking an incident. And if you have eyes, you can see the incident. I have to tell you about the fucking blue line trap to be able to tell you about what happened.
Yeah, you're allowed to have an opinion on hockey.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
And we're
I'm talking
all
0
saying
X's and O's.
Yeah, we're all saying it straight up.
Is there a certain thing as this is what happens? Your producer just walks in, takes a picture of you.
Well, we got different lineups for social media.
Distracts everybody.
Yeah, but for social media, for
Tag the boys.
Playboy marketing.
Tag the boys.
you know that's class. So Avery, you are a Rangers fan.
Yes.
Diehard Rangers fan.
Yes, which is why
How
I'm upset
butthurt are
that-
you today?
I'm just upset that it happened against the Rangers because I've felt this way about the league and Tom Wilson for like as long as he's been in the league. I think it's more of an NHL problem, and Tom Wilson's a prime example. Like, the NHL cannot find a disparity between fighting and malicious intent. Like, that was malicious intent. Like, like an NHL fight is 2 mutual guys going at each other, and they pat each other on the back after, or they jaw each other between the penalty box. That wasn't a fight. He slammed his head on the ice. Like, that's scary. I don't think he should be charged with attempted murder. Like, when Chara slammed Pacioretty into the wall, the Montreal police opened an investigation on Chara for attempted murder.
Yeah, but that's Canada.
Yeah, I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it should be attempted murder, but like, he's been suspended 5 times and fined twice now. He's had a 20-game suspension. Like, that's the reason why I think he should be suspended for more than 10 games. I really do.
So for the record, he got what, a $5,000 fine?
Yeah, he got a $5,000 fine.
That's not a fine. $5K?
Yeah,
He got a slap on the wrist.
It's a lot for hockey
It's
guys.
the maximum. No,
They're
it's the
making like
maximum.
35 for the year.
The players, the players CBA, the lawyers for them should be given maximum raises. $5,000 is the maximum fine for NHL Like, that is insane.
Dudes in the NFL get fucking fined $20,000 for wearing their socks too long.
Exactly, yeah. So the NHL lawyers should be the ones being praised, I guess.
So what do you think about the Rangers just coming out with that bold-ass statement, though? Are you on board with that?
I think it was smart of them to go after George Parros. They said horrifyingly, like, the situation. I don't think it was horrifying. Like, horrifying is like ISIS beheading. Like, that's horrifying. But I do think it was, like, a disgusting act.
There's never been a beheading in hockey in the NHL, right?
No.
Okay, cool.
I mean, honestly, you'd be surprised how sharp the skates are.
Well, no, I know,
Yeah,
but
I'm surprised. Has anyone ever been cut bad by
I
the
saw
skate?
one a couple years ago. There was a
Do a goal.
I feel like I don't see it enough.
It's a clip of a goalie almost dying on the ice.
I'm anti-beheading.
Yeah, he actually.
Why do they not make them wear helmets? Like, there's a lot of elements of hockey that I'm like, yeah, maybe you should fucking.
They don't wear helmets.
Some guys don't wear
helmets.
Some
They don't have to wear masks.
Could I be wrong?
They
There you
You
go.
don't have to wear a mask. You have to wear a.
So now there's a new
Guys
rule.
back in the day did not
They
have to wear
grandfathered
helmets,
them out,
right?
though. All the
Got
old
it.
guys.
Yeah. Got it.
There's
All
actually a new rule now where if your helmet comes off, you have to get off the ice.
Fine. I
Or
also
it's a
think you should
penalty.
wear. You definitely should wear masks. They
Yeah,
don't
absolutely.
mandate the masks.
Yeah, it basically ruined Mark Stahl's
you said,
career.
that-
Puck hit him in the eye.
The neck kind of freaks me out too.
I think I'm on the chat side now. It's just 5 dudes and Avery that don't know fucking thing about hockey, just talking hockey.
I know about hockey.
We're talking
I
about.
don't think, but you
We're
don't.
talking about helmets. We're talking about
But I just-
beheadings.
we don't need to know X and O's of hockey to break down an incident.
I'll say this: NHL '94 was the best Sega Genesis game ever made. It was incredible.
Listen, I know
Ding.
hockey. The Rangers have been decent in goal. They got what's his face standing on his head, Richter, right? He's doing pretty well.
No, that was 94.
Graves,
How about the Devils?
Leach.
Scott Stevens.
Scott Stevens.
Talk about a hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking
who was
like
their goalie?
1994.
Brodeur.
Niedermeyer. I know all those guys.
Eiserman out there in Detroit.
Jaromir Jagr, unbelievable.
He is great.
Chris Chelios.
Love Jogger.
Just want to listen to Rico just pronounce hockey names for the entire.
Listen,
Say,
I mean, one of the best players in the league is wasting his time in Dallas. Mike Modano. I mean, I know all these guys.
yeah, they're all still currently playing. By the way.
Yes.
Didn't he win a cup in Dallas?
I don't know.
I'm almost certain he did.
I know like 8 hockey guys. That we're on.
No, all the 8 hockey guys, most of them are dead. You just know hockey guys from 1994.
Yes, I
Yeah,
played
Messi,
that
yeah.
game as well.
Yeah,
I
we're
did
Messi.
play that game.
That all of my hockey knowledge comes from NHL '94.
The wraparound goal that couldn't be stopped. Yeah, it was unexploitable.
NHL hits 2002 on PS2. Also
That's
incredible.
a good game as well.
Fantastic. Knock them through the glass. 3-on-3 hockey. They play 3-on-3, right?
They do in overtime.
Oh fuck! I was hoping to be wrong there.
No, 3-on-3 in overtime.
That's new though. That's last
Oh, thank you,
year.
Rico.
It's no recent.
Appreciate
like
it, buddy.
3 years.
All right. Thank
That's
you.
it, yeah.
Thank you, Avery.
I think Ev had a really good point as like a neutral guy who hasn't really watched hockey. I think as a person, if you haven't watched hockey and you see that, you're like, oh, it's not that bad. But if you know Wilson's suspension history and you know that he's like an egregious player that does this stuff, it makes sense to think that he should be suspended for more than 10 games.
Okay. There
Have
you
the
go.
goons is the last question.
If he does
Have the goons kind of got out of the league?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's only like really 5 that have caused a stir like this recently. It's crazy.
But he's like a good player though, right? Also,
That's
like,
what
he's
I
not
say.
just a goon.
I think he's a fantastic player. I don't see why he has to be this way. It's a part of his game, but it doesn't change the way how he plays hockey.
kind of
He's a
one of
first
those.
line forward.
Why are you the way you are? Kind of
Yeah.
things.
Whatever.
All right. Thank you very much, Avery. That was
Yep.
great.
I'm
Got
going
you-
to the game tonight too.
Is that a new macro dosing shirt?
Yes, buy it right now.
I probably don't have to. Brandon Walker.
Store.barstoolsports.com.
Store.
Who they playing tonight?
Macro dosing? They don't play.
Caps again?
Yeah, that's why we're talking about it. Because is it? Wait, sit back down real quick. Sorry. You're going to the game tonight, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I should get my shirt.
no, you don't have to have a shirt to go to the game.
I have the band Tom Wilson shirt I'm wearing today.
So you're going to the game. Is it expected to get a little crazy? Is there going to be some retribution? What are we talking about here?
I mean, the Rangers don't have like a super tough guy, and they haven't called one up. Like they have a couple in the AHL, and they haven't called one up. But
What if they called you right now and they said we need somebody to rough up Tom Wilson?
yeah, I would.
Can handle
I mean,
that?
I'd get my ass kicked, but yeah, I would.
So you wouldn't rough up Tom Wilson?
I'd die for
I'd
the
try.
cause.
Yeah, I would absolutely try.
It's a noble cause
He's
to
a soldier.
die for.
He's
Yeah.
a soldier. Yeah.
Died for
I
Tom
care about my
Wilson.
team. I think that they they should stir something up tonight. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's got to be some sort of. I mean, it's like I think baseball is kind of stupid the way they do it, but baseball, your star player gets hurt by something, you're going after somebody.
Yeah, there was a Ranger Devil game, and I think it was 2015. I was there, and the whole line fought each other at the beginning of the game. Puck dropped, whole line fought each other.
Really?
Top 3 guys. Yeah,
expect that
center
tonight?
winger. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I do think they're definitely gonna be whacking at Wilson all night. They're gonna be slashing his back of his heels.
Hey, just
there'll be
from
something.
a gambler perspective, I thought about this 2 different ways.
Okay.
I thought under because it'll be very tense, almost playoff-like atmosphere.
Yep.
Then I thought over, going to be a shitload of penalties.
Power plays.
A lot of power
You know what
plays.
a power play is, Brandon?
I just said power plays. Why wouldn't I know what a power play is?
I don't know.
Do you know what a power play is?
Yeah.
You saw one in 1994?
Yes.
So what do you think? Over or under?
Over.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it? 5.5?
6.
Six.
Oh, it's 6.
Yeah.
That's an
Ooh.
Elio line.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's scary at 6, but it's also
All the
exhilarating
guy
at
does
6.
is take over his hockey.
I love hockey overs.
I think I'm ultimately going to go with, and I have it on my card, I'm going with the Rangers money line because if you've got nuts, you win this game, right?
All right,
If
yes.
you've got a sack.
But see,
go.
I think it's the opposite.
Really?
Like I think the bully, they just kick the shit out of the short guys, and then now they're down their best player, and they're still bullies. And he says they don't got any tough guys, so they don't want any smoke.
The Rangers are missing 2 of their top 3 defensemen and their best
fantastic.
player.
Okay, well,
I think
It's not too late, Brandon.
How many people are they letting in MSG now? Is it still 10%, or they go up?
I think it's a little bit up now.
Okay.
They just announced
I
in
need
the
to get in
last
there.
hour that MSG is going to go up to 30%, and the baseball stadiums are going to have separate seating for vaccinated and non-vaccinated people.
What about a shirt that says no caps?
Jesus Christ.
God.
There you go.
It's not bad. It's not the worst idea I've heard.
I like it.
You like it more than Kentucky?
Kentucky's the worst shirt that's ever been sold at Barstool.
That paid for my fucking Hamptons house, okay? Kentucky shirts
You must have
flying.
you must have a shitty ass house.
Damn right, it's a fucking trailer.
All right, Avery, thank you very much.
Yep.
Mintz, that reminded me of something I want to talk to you about, talking about capacities. You see the Louisville coach in baseball yesterday go kind of viral when he was talking about we need to open this up, we need capacity.
Well, he's saying it's an outdoor sport, and they've kind of look. I'm no doctor or scientist, but it seems like the outdoor, people feel safer than the indoor. And so he's saying, look, at this point, take the risk if you want. We're an outdoor sport. Come join us. We're tired of playing in front of nobody.
And he's going to be competing in for Omaha. He's going to be competing. He's going to be competing against teams like LSU, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Florida. All these Vanderbilt, all these places.
Cal
Vanderbilt
State,
hasn't opened
Fullerton.
yet, but all these places that have opened, like Mississippi State and Ole Miss, have 100% capacity.
Yeah,
LSU has
LSU
100%.
just went to 100 last week too.
And then, so did you show up at 3 different series right when they opened at 100% capacity? Do you think they opened for you?
No, I don't think they opened for me, but the LSU one was literally the day before. Ole Miss kind of opened up before Arkansas about 4 weeks ago. But yeah, COVID was over in Mississippi. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I think they've moved on down there, and in Georgia, and in Alabama. But Louisville coach.
Is that, you know what? I'm not gonna.
No, please.
Is that because they don't have like newspapers or cable television in Mississippi?
No,
or?
but with really, in all
Matt,
seriousness,
stop.
I was going to defend Mississippi. On
Okay,
this.
go ahead.
I was going to say, no, Mississippi only has 2 million in the population, and the vaccine rollout, they got them out so fast. It's so much easier when there's so much fewer people to vaccinate.
You're right.
Like New York, you got millions. It's still, you got to sign up. It's a whole thing. They're everywhere in Mississippi. They did a great job.
Stop talking to this guy like he's having an honest conversation.
I was only breaking balls.
He's not having an honest conversation.
Now I'm up on Mississippi. Good job for them for the vaccine.
You're not up on Mississippi.
Yeah, I am.
You don't know anything about Mississippi.
No.
Just relax. You want to go? I'll
Nope.
get you down there.
Nah. I've been
Easy.
there. I've been on the river.
That's not Mississippi. The
goes-
river.
The river goes to Minnesota.
The river covers a lot of ground.
We covered into the Mississippi area. So
Did you really go on the Mississippi
yeah, I
River?
played in an
Why?
AAU tournament in
on a boat.
in Memphis.
Memphis,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
Well, that's right. Memphis is basically
The two
Mississippi.
things. It was
Yeah, it
the,
is,
the
basically.
guy that we had hotel rooms next to each other. My friend, really good friend on the team. My dad wanted to see the St. Jude Hospital, so we went there. Some things, and he wanted to see the Mississippi River. The other guy's dad wanted to see the Mississippi River, so we went there.
I'm not. It's not a joke, but your dad won't see the St. Jude Hospital. It's a children's hospital.
Right. So we didn't necessarily.
They've done a lot of good, Brandon.
You don't do. It's not like
the best good of anybody.
It's not like we went in and knocked on the door and been like, "Hey Joey,
Can I
how
see
you
the
doing?"
kids?
Like, no, we didn't do that. We went to you watch a couple of the videos about what they're at.
Yeah.
You pick up a couple of medals at the gift shop, which he gives to
Did you
people.
go to Graceland?
No, we didn't go to Graceland. Watch Elvis die in a toilet? No thanks.
Well, you don't see that every day. It only happened once.
I'm not doing that.
They don't reenact it.
We were too busy winning. We were a fucking good team.
Were you?
Yeah.
What position you play, Rico?
Guard. I was little. I was 12.
He wore goggles.
12 and under.
12 and under.
He got after refs too. He yelled at refs.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
I
a
heard.
whole thing.
You been to Indiana?
No.
Then you haven't played serious basketball.
We lost to Hoosier Hoops.
There you
Josh
go.
McRoberts.
Do you guys
go.
still
Walked in,
He's on their
buzz
team?
cuts, bro. Yeah, I swear to God. Walked in, they were robots. Walked in, kicked the shit out of you, and shook your hand. The kids didn't say boo. It was crazy.
No.
Josh McRoberts, I can look it up. They were loaded. Hoosier Hoops.
So, do you guys still, is that stigma hold that you guys look down on everybody else's basketball? You think Indiana basketball is the best?
I don't think we look down. We just appreciate our own. We know what we got. Yeah.
The best basketball in America.
Hey, in 49 states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana, so.
It's Indiana basketball.
Yeah. Unless it's IU.
So is Hoosiers your favorite movie?
No. I think that's that is like
I love it.
That's a really unfair stereotype, I think, about Indiana folks. I don't really care for the movie.
Really?
No.
I love
It's
it.
a good movie.
It's a good movie, but is it like everything that people need to freak out about?
I think it's a top 5 sports movie. I don't know if
about?
it's the number 1 sports movie. I think it's top 5.
Debatable.
You think that's too high?
They don't. There's nothing really over the top. I thought they did a good job of emphasizing the importance of the sport.
Yes.
Same with Friday Night Lights.
Yeah. I understand, why people appreciate it so much. It's just for me,
Okay.
hit or miss.
It's probably just so overblown in your society, you're burned out on it.
Yeah, a little bit too.
Like Journey, the band is to me.
What's your favorite
absolutely.
basketball movie then, Air Bud?
Air Bud 2. No. I don't know. You can't go wrong with Space Jam, right? I like Space Jam better than Hoosiers. That's just the 90s in me,
What'd you say?
Big
Space
Coach
Jam?
Carter guy.
I don't think I've ever gotten angrier at a take than that. You can't Space Jam over Hoosiers.
See, but that's
Okay, fine. You're right. I'm young. I'm older. I'm 45.
I think it's He Got Game.
He Got Game could have been the best basketball movie. It was like he had the pieces, but it was too somber.
I watched Blue Chips the other night, and it was
That's
awesome.
life in New York City, dude.
Y'all don't own somberness. You guys act like it's tough. It's tough.
No.
Go out in the real world. It's tough out there too.
Basketball. A lot of guys' dreams don't come through. Like they did.
That happens everywhere. That's
You know
not
what-
a New York thing.
You know what else is overblown? Love and basketball.
I kind of agree.
Not a big.
Although Sana Lathan's hot, but
she is, but
yeah.
I'd take Coach Carter, like Big F said, over
I think
Love
that's
and
my one basketball movie.
Yeah. Coach
think
Carter's
so.
pretty good.
Samuel
Maybe
Kills.
it came up at a time where for me it's right in my wheelhouse.
Okay.
Like
Same.
I was a kid playing youth basketball.
Yep.
I think I go.
Great movie.
I know number 1, White Man Can't Jump.
Okay.
Good one.
I go
Very good one.
Hoosiers 2, Blue
All right.
Chips 3. Above the Rim is great, and I don't know if any of you.
You don't even have He Got Game in your top 5?
I would say probably number 5.
Damn.
I
got He Got Game. in
It's
there.
fine. It's just I don't know. It's just it drones on. Everything's sad, and the ending is remarkably stupid, where he throws the ball.
Well, that's my one question to Spike Lee. What does it mean? Did he forgive him or did he not? Because he didn't sign it on time.
Yeah, but he threw a ball. He threw a ball, and it landed in the prison.
It's symbolism.
Eh.
And it's reverse. He throws it from
Art,
the prison
Brandon. Art.
to the fucking
No.
gym.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It
Because
does?
they show, but he's shooting in
I
the,
thought
in the
Ray
gym.
Allen threw the ball.
Nope.
Denzel throws the ball.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
my
he throws,
mistake.
and then he's shooting in the gym at Big State.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he did go to
Yeah.
where.
So I think
Right,
you forgive
but
him.
why wouldn't he sign it on time? There's a lot to ask
I just
about
thought
that.
I didn't think that was the story I got. I thought it was just the guys that promised it just reneged and were lying the whole time.
No, he didn't sign the letter on time, but he still went to where
He still
the warden
went.
wanted him
So
to go.
in those 2 days, did he decide, hey, you know what? Life's too short. I'm going to forgive my father. Or did he do it not on time to just say, you know what? I didn't really care where I'm going. Now I'm going here just to fuck
Out of
you
spite, yeah.
half the time. Like, that's the one question I want to ask Spike.
Oh fuck! I didn't even think about that.
That's how I've always felt about
That's
it too. It
all.
left
That's
it
the
open.
big dilemma.
Was it
which way?
Mhm,
and
I
he
agree.
smiles with it. So like, is he? That's I see Spike Lee. It's the only question I'm asking him.
Did you like the assistant coaches in that movie?
Which ones?
The blonde ones.
Oh yeah. That's an iconic poster.
Hey friends, MeUndies believes that comfort is about more than what's touching your skin. It's about feeling comfortable in your skin. That's why MeUndies not only use sustainable, breathable, soft as heck fabric, but they also give you endless styles to choose from. It's total comfort inside and out. When I wear underwear, I definitely wear MeUndies. Sometimes I free ball, but MeUndies is the best. MeUndies offers classic colors to ridiculous prints. It's all so you can fully express yourself in your own unique way. And they're available in a range of sizes from extra small to 4X. Okay, so from Rico to Big Av. So
Let's
we've
go.
got MeUndies has a great offer.
Send me some MeUndies, please.
MeUndies has a great offer for my listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. MeUndies also has their problem-free philosophy. If you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, they'll refund or exchange it. No caveats, no questions. To get your 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/picks. That's MeUndies.com/picks. Okay, all right, good stuff. So I haven't gotten the Chicago guys yet, so we don't really. I'll save the baseball question for when they get in here.
Has anybody had the MeUndies yet? Is it good? How do y'all like it?
Oh, it's wonderful.
I'm gonna have to get some.
Yeah, we'll get you some MeUndies.
Nothing like it.
Swing me some MeUndies, please.
Yeah, we'll get you some
Give you
MeUndies.
some.
Yeah.
Brandon, what's the Chicago baseball question?
Well, it's just it's really a baseball question. I want to ask White Sox Dave, because he's the baseball guy at the company, and I want to ask him, of the disappointing teams so far, who's going to stay disappointing, and of the teams that have started well above their station, maybe the Royals, the Mariners, the Giants, who's going to stay up there and who's going to fade.
I think the fucking Mariners are pretty good.
I think the Royals are good.
I think the Royals are good. I don't believe in the Mariners. I don't believe in the Mariners.
I mean, they're playing pretty well. The Angels suck.
Yeah.
Who else is out there? Texas,
Astros, A's.
Oakland's good.
Okay, A's
usually start slow and come on late.
Yeah, but the A's at any point could trade Chapman and Olsen. They could restart.
Yeah, but
the
even
clock
when they
again.
do, though, they still just roll right on. Yeah.
Billy
Last
Beane.
year was the A's. He's out. Last year was the A's year.
Moneyball, dude.
Right, yeah.
You ever seen it?
Once
What's our
Moneyball,
baseball
once they
movies
do
now?
Moneyball, they're Moneyball forever, brother.
All right.
So I guess we could say that, and I also want to talk to him about the sandwich draft, because I thought, and I'll tell him when he gets
Ooh,
here.
I need to see
If you
that.
guys saw the sandwich draft graphic, I thought White Sox Dave, who was number 5, got jobbed. He got left off the graphic. I thought it was him or number 4 who was the winner.
I thought peanut butter and jelly was utterly disrespectful.
Well, there were a number of sandwiches.
I got to see this one.
Yeah.
The Reuben being a 4th-round pick can go fuck right off. Reuben's got to be a 1st or 2nd-round pick.
I'm a Reuben fan. I'm a Reuben. Well, I
Reuben's
don't
a
like
great
Thousand
sandwich.
Island, but I love Reuben's.
Reuben's a top 10 sandwich.
The Thousand Island dressing.
You said top 5. You said it should have been top 5.
I said 1st or 2nd round.
Ev, they
So
didn't
it's
do
down
the
and back, down and back.
Okay.
Ev, they didn't do the classic 6-foot hero in the tri-state area. The chicken cutlet, the melted mutts, and the roasted red peppers.
Tough.
That is a all-time sandwich. Like somebody's like, "Oh, I'm getting a 3-foot, 6-foot hero," and that's not it. It's like, well, you're a poor person.
I was glad at least for a second I was getting worried chicken parm sandwich wasn't going to get picked.
How high
So I
did
was
Philly
glad it did.
cheesesteak go?
3rd round.
Third round.
Okay, good. I'm a believer it's overrated.
Why don't we do
Big
that,
believer it's
Brandon?
overrated.
I'll call a bunch of my friends and ask them what the standard 6-foot hero is.
I believe you. We don't have to justify what you've just said.
I thought he was going to get pissed.
No,
I like
why would I
pissing
get?
you.
I thought, that's a knockoff Papa shot. That's a U.S. Postal Service.
No.
Papa. I bet he couldn't score 30.
No chance.
See, I don't know about grilled cheese above PB&J, man. That's
I think burgers. While burger is a sandwich, they should have done a whole other burgers draft.
Burger needs
Cheeseburgers should not have been allowed.
Nah,
Cheeseburgers.
I think it should be allowed.
No, cheeseburger's a burger.
I'm with Big F, yeah.
I don't think burgers are sandwiches. Because why would, if you say cheeseburger, I think the next pick, I'm just going to say, well, bacon cheeseburger. I'm just going to improve on your
No,
cheeseburger.
but see, so the way they did the draft, because even I watched on YouTube, and they kept talking about, like you can dress it up all different ways. So I felt when you drafted something like that, it was all encompassing. For example, a grilled cheese, I thought it was all encompassing. So like a bacon grilled cheese or like
Yeah.
a ham grilled, like I thought it was.
Well,
you kind of got the whole
I
package.
thought so too. But
That's how I felt, at least.
they did an Italian beef, and then somebody later took an Italian beef combo. I think that's adding something to it.
We'll see.
people just love it.
We'll see. They got almost. Well, it's a Chicago dog walk, so I get it. But they got obviously very Chicago with it. Like for me, like
chicken palm going in the 3rd round.
Like that was
Joke.
insane. Like
That's
insane.
insane.
Did you break that?
Yeah, it broke.
And even like Italian beef going.
Can we get the camera on Rico? I know Ev's talking, but Big F, Rico broke the table.
Sandwich draft.
What do you want me to do?
The thing's toast.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Like even the Italian, like obviously I understand Chicago. The Italian beef's gonna go 1-1. Like that to me, like immediately was just not gonna get my vote because I've never had it.
Yeah.
Like even like a Philly cheesesteak. Like I've been to
Sure.
Philly, spent a ton of time in Philly. They're good. They're whatever. Like,
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
they're very
Yeah,
overrated.
They're very overrated.
Very.
I think there's 7 good cheesesteaks in the world, and there's 9 billion mediocre cheesesteaks.
Yes, agreed.
And I haven't found the good one yet. So
I've had like some solid ones. Not one Philly cheesesteak I had knocked my socks
what do
off.
you think about?
And we had all of them.
I mean, I
was
just
there
think
every
I
weekend.
doubt Po' Boys win Hobbs
They left-
draft.
they didn't go at all.
Yeah.
They didn't go at all.
The Po' Boys.
Well, it's
over.
regional. Like it's
Yeah.
one thing. Like if I saw a po' boy, it's like I'm not gonna for the graphic. I'm not gonna vote for it. I've never had
no,
it.
understood.
Po' boys are delicious.
So it's like I
yeah.
can't.
I would have put tenderloin, in my 5, but that's again a very Indiana
tenderloin
thing.
What
what?
about like fried chicken?
It's the same.
How did fried chicken sandwich go?
It didn't.
Spicy chicken. What?
No, it did.
No,
Well,
they got-
buffalo
I mean,
chicken.
Well,
went.
buffalo chicken.
Buffalo
Well,
chicken.
see, like that's. I'm a big buffalo chicken
that's
guy,
fine.
so that one was good. Like I'm a big fan.
yeah.
I think this one plays everywhere, and you might not like it. What do we think about a French dip?
It's very good too. It's very
It
good.
adds cheese. A lot of them add cheese to the Italian beef. It's better with cheese.
Just a standard roast beef sandwich wasn't on there.
Muffalata obviously wasn't in Louisiana.
Yeah, so there's a lot.
pulled pork falling in the 3rd round.
Well,
That's,
what's St. White Sox Dave? His number 1 pick was terrible. It was the chopped brisket sandwich, which
Yeah,
he
he's
could
I
have.
thought that was awful.
It's fine. Brisket's great.
Yeah, but chopped is not near as good as.
I don't even know if
yeah.
it's chopped. It might just say brisket
Yeah.
sandwich. But brisket brisket is elite, but I like brisket by itself, not really in a sandwich. And he could have gotten that in the 4th round, but he also got Reuben in the 4th round. He got like. Why am I breaking down this draft like it's real?
Everybody loves sandwiches, man.
And everybody loves their draft.
See, that's what I thought. I thought 4 should win because I'd like a PB&J grilled cheese 1-2, the most relatable. Everyone has had both of them.
Absolutely.
When I watched it, I was like, oh, Eddie's gonna win. I was like, that's like.
Can I just say something?
Go ahead.
Don't judge me. Don't. I'm not trying to be Marty. Like said, I've never had a PB&J.
Brandon,
I don't eat a lot. I don't like peanut butter. There you go. It's up. I don't like peanut butter.
Okay.
So I've never had a PB&J. If you don't like peanut butter, why would you have a PB&J?
Who got bacon, egg, and cheese?
I love
There's
Jay.
a Nashville hot chicken.
I thought 3s 1 through 3 was phenomenal. I hated the last
Cuban's
2.
under 8. I mean,
Caprese. Yeah.
Can I say we're
Like a bacon, egg, and cheese is fantastic. Cheeseburger, pulled pork, phenomenal picks.
Can I say where 4 won the draft? I think it's between 4 and 5. But when you say ice cream sandwich, you're talking to my heart, brother.
What is Samita?
And that's open-minded.
The last pick is a fucking
ice cream sandwich is delicious.
Marquise
I think you get points for creativity. I'm surprised nobody went knuckle.
I thought the same thing.
Like, just throw it right up. Well, dude, I was the original guest
on the graphics, just a fist.
Joey, we did sequels, and you had to draft the best sequel, so guys are picking, like, Godfather 2, this
Sure,
and that.
yeah.
I took World War II and Ken Griffey Jr.
That's you would have won my draft. I love that.
You just want to
no smoked salmon bagel on there hurts me.
Do you want to just steal some ideas every now and then? Let's just do a draft of Southern food.
Yes. People will love it.
Get Big T. You know he's big.
Yeah, no,
he's Southern and fat.
the people love it.
People Hero's good at 2.
We need to do a Southern food to it, Brandon.
There's another sandwich. I don't think. Do people really love BLT or
I was
just
about
out
to say
there?
that, man.
Yeah, I mean BLT is just one of those. It's well known, but I've never gone to a place and say, I wonder if they have a good BLT. No,
I almost put BLT kind of in the same category as the Turkey Club.
Yeah.
Like it's very like
good,
it's
good
not.
take.
It's just not like
it's on the menu, but you're just like
it's not,
whatever.
It's not sexy. It's not a sexy pick. I'm not drooling over this BLT.
I'm always left wanting more.
Yeah,
like,
they never put enough.
Like, see, I'm the type like, give me the chicken parm sandwich, give me the meatball,
Yeah, you're
give me
going to get full, yeah.
give me the buffalo chicken, like give me some. I want a chicken cutlet on there, some nice hearty meat.
All right. So, and speaking of food, I found an incredible website you guys have to check out. Nuts.com is the best kept secret of savvy snackers across this country. Nuts.com isn't just for nut lovers. It's your one-stop online pantry shop. They've got all the snacks and pantry items available, candies, dried fruits, pantry items like baking mixes, pasta, and more. The simple and convenient way to have nutritious, delicious, healthy nuts, dried fruit, flours, grains, and so many other high-quality foods delivered straight to your door. They have over 4,000 products to choose from, and they've got organic nuts. They got some kid-friendly snacks. It is fantastic. NewNuts.com customers get free shipping on your first order when you text Barstool to 64,000. Text Barstool to 64,000 to get free shipping on your first order from Nuts.com. That's Barstool to 64000. Terms apply. Available at Nuts.com/terms. Okay, it's a good sports discussion today, and I'm ready to have this discussion. I put it off for like a week, and I want to go ahead and have this debate. Best players, past and present, without a ring. Because we, as sports fans, SportsCenter, ESPN, everybody out there judges players by championships. It's kind of stupid. It's the right way to judge them, and it's the wrong way to judge them. Like, there's certain you can't tell me Dan Marino wasn't an elite quarterback because he never won a ring because his defense sucked because he never had a running back. So, greatest players, I want to come up with a list of the 5 greatest players. And, chat, you're in this too, brother. So, I want the 5 greatest players across sports who never won a ring and the 5 greatest right now. So, I've got 4.
I think I've got 2 former that are locks off the top of my head.
Let's go present right now. I think there are
Ewing, Griffey,
Barkley, Marino,
Bonds.
I said Barry Bonds, Randy Moss.
Okay, I guess we're going to go with the all-time.
Yeah, we're going to go past.
Rico just went ahead and took the show. Appreciate that, Rico.
You go from old to new.
You do we? Is that how we do on the show? Thank you for telling me.
Who hosts the show? Old to new. So
damn, second old jab today, Brandon. Yikes.
Yeah, that one's pretty damn good too. Oh, by the way, Mincy, I won't be here tomorrow, so you're hosting.
Awesome.
You'll be here tomorrow, Rico, right?
Yeah.
Joe, you still in town?
I'm here till Friday night.
Okay, so you come in too. So
let's do it.
Same crew tomorrow. Just know me.
Just a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Can you clue in?
You're starting to close the gap, aren't you?
Can you clue in what you're doing tomorrow?
Subs coming in tomorrow, boys.
Rico, right?
Substitute teachers coming.
Remember when we kept score like a couple weeks ago?
That gap closed fast, didn't it? Yeah. So tomorrow
Closer.
It's no secret. My mom is coming to town. I'm flying my mom and my sister in, and I got to go get them from the airport at 12:30. And it's just I couldn't get them another flight, but because
I'm all about supporting family. For us up here, we don't get to see our family.
Yeah.
You've been cool about that.
So my sister's my sister probably coming to Barstool. She wants to see it. So
awesome.
She'll be here.
Uh-oh.
What? You're married, Joey. Don't try to fuck my sister.
I'm not. That was a general. That wasn't for me.
She's probably gonna have.
She's young, right?
Probably gonna have 4 shows.
She's
by the end of the
25.
week.
Oh, what a coincidence! I'm 26.
Well, your sister's 25 for real.
Happily taken. So
Not sure that's really a coincidence.
why is my sister
16 years younger than you.
Yeah. My dad be fucking too. Yep. We walkers fuck.
So how many podcasts?
Fertile people.
She's gonna come for an hour tour. How many podcasts is she gonna host? If she's anything like fucking you. I want to do this show.
All right, Rico, don't run it up on me. Don't run it up on me.
Don't
All right.
that Fran and Rhea, they don't know shit.
You came back. You tied the score. Don't run it up.
Talking about new movies. Hey, you guys see Pretty Woman yet? Just appeared at the theater.
She's 25. How's this? She's just going to see 1990 movie?
Because Mississippi's old.
Okay. She doesn't live in Mississippi. Go fuck yourself. All right. All time. Let's throw it together. The ones I have written down are Charles Barkley.
I got a submission.
Charles Barkley, Dan Marino, Karl Malone, but they might not all make top 5. I think Marino does. Who's your submission?
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller.
Indiana
guy.
Pacers.
Yeah.
18 years. Indiana Pacers. Made them relevant. Haven't been relevant
Got
since
to a
they
finals.
left. Got to a finals in 2000 with the Lakers. All with the same team. He was the NBA leading three-point history until Steph Curry.
And he had the same problem in the late 90s that the All-NBA had. They had a Michael Jordan problem.
Had a Michael Jordan problem. Yep. So Reggie Miller. For me, I got to throw my guy out there.
Somebody says Tony Gwynn, which is a great one. You submit one guy.
Randy Moss, no question.
Really, Randy Moss?
I mean, he's probably the most talented receiver of all time.
Well, not the best, but he's very talented. Jerry Rice, the greatest receiver of all time. I just want to make.
I mean, in their prime, give me Randy Moss.
How am I not doing myself any favors? That's a Mississippi guy. I got to put on from a Mississippi guy.
I know, but I'm with Big Ev. I mean, Randy's on the undefeated Pats until they go down in the Super Bowl. Like, he transformed them. Like,
he still almost caught that fucking 70-yard pass, too. It was a finger. The Giants guy was a fingernail.
I brought it up. I brought it up the last time we almost were going to talk about it. He was old, but he was on that Niners team with Kaepernick, too.
Holy shit, you're right.
He was like their third receiver, but he was on the team and he played. He was playing like real time.
Man, so
I'm going Mike Trout, current player for a current player draft because he's unbelievable. And we discussed him yesterday, and he hadn't even made the playoffs, but he's one of the best baseball players ever.
Rico,
Ewing and Griffey.
Yep. Bonds has to be there too, right?
For sure.
If we're doing a top 5,
he fucking cheated though.
Yeah, he did, and some things are bigger.
I still think if you're making a top 5,
He was also
Barry Bonds has to be on.
But Barry Bonds was a major dickhead in San Fran. They threw a party when he retired, but he wasn't invited. Like, it was like, I swear to God, I know a guy who worked in the ticket sales office. They threw a big party like, hey, Bonds is finally gone. They hated him.
I think that's fine. I just think for the sake of like what we're doing, his personality is irrelevant. That's at least the mental space I'm going.
Then you're right. That's why I didn't include him though.
The chat says Iverson.
For sure.
Yeah.
I say no too.
He probably doesn't crack the top 5, but he's worth honorable mention.
I would put Barkley.
They like that moment. They won the World Series.
Thank you. I think it's an overrated moment in history. I don't know why that's iconic.
A statue about a fictional boxer.
AI is an icon.
He's fine. He's a good player.
Because he blazed the trail of the league for basically the next like 6 years. Everyone just wanted to be like
He
him.
had an 18-foot jump shot and then stepped over
Brandon,
the guy that
you know
fell
what
down.
it is? It's memeable. It's because now you can make it to where he's, whatever you're doing, you're over the top of somebody. It's memeable. That's why that
That's
thing
Philly,
goes on.
though.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that we're going this far back, but Ted Williams is certainly one. In any legitimate all-time list, he would be on there. I think he's the greatest hitter in the history of baseball.
How do you think he'd hit right now?
Probably pretty goddamn well. Pretty goddamn well.
Rod Woodson won with the Ravens, right?
Yeah, I think he caught one.
I think he won with the Ravens in 2000.
Got one. Yeah, I think he was on that Ray Lewis defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
What else? Oh, they're all complaining. TJ, the chat's being bitches. They're mad. It's choppy and lag.
I will alert the people,
Fucking Pete.
Who are the people?
the tech team.
TGA.
Okay. They're disrespecting AI. I don't think he's a great player. I don't think he's.
I think he's definitely worth mentioning. I think cracking a hard top 5 is tough.
If you did a top 5 for NBA, you could probably squeeze him in there.
Yeah, I think so.
NBA.
He was a phenomenal player.
AI.
I saw John
No,
Stockton
but
in there.
then you're taking Reggie out. You're not putting
I'd keep Reggie up for Reggie. I would.
Players in terms of just the
disagree.
That's why we're having this discussion. We can disagree.
Rico struggles to separate character. Some things.
Yeah.
Character's tough for him to separate.
And Reggie Miller, I hated. He ruined my fucking communion. I had tickets in 95, game 1, the 9 points in 6 seconds. I was at that game.
I turned it off.
No
I was
shit.
watching him
Swear to God. We got there late. It was a New York City bike tour. It's the first weekend of May every year. You can look it up. We missed the fight. Derek Harper in the fight in the beginning.
And that was
Swear to God.
that was your present for First Communion?
Yeah. Made communion on a Saturday. It was a Sunday 12 o'clock game.
What a fucking
I
present,
think it
man.
was. I think it might have been today. It's today or tomorrow.
I don't think I'd put.
No, it's tomorrow.
May-
No, it's Friday, May 7th.
7th?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You
Kelly Sweeney's birthday.
You know
Happy
what's
birthday,
crazy?
Kelly.
Some people are saying Steve Nash. He is a 2-time MVP, which would put him on the list. I don't really think of him like that.
The Suns teams were
What
nasty.
Jordan
Jason
did,
Kidd, maybe.
making a list for the NBA, Jordan made it really tough because there's so many guys that are good that didn't win.
Yeah, thank God he left for 2 years, so Elijah wanted to get one, so he could get off the list. And thank God he left when he did. David Robinson.
You know
got off
who's
the
like a
list.
sneaky one to put on, but I can't picture the one guy, is all those guys on those Kings teams that got jobbed.
I love Stojakovic.
Yeah, so like, that's my team. Like, just put them all in as one entity.
Did you? And they got jobbed in Game 6.
Yeah, they got
I loved those. I was out of basketball. I don't want to watch NBA.
Mike Bibby was fun.
The Kings, two Kings brought me back. They played the fun. They played them early. It was God, yeah. Jackson's one of my favorite players. I love Bob.
NBA Live 02, I think.
Yeah.
Fucking
Jason
sick.
Williams wasn't on those Kings teams
No,
yet, right?
they
was after,
replaced him with
I think.
Bibby.
Yeah.
No, he was
Before.
Yeah, they replaced him with Bibby, and then you're
Where
right.
did they
Bob
ship him?
Jackson.
Memphis?
Yeah.
He
Miami.
wore number 2 at
I mean,
Memphis.
he won
No,
a
he's
championship with Miami. He was on that Dwayne Wade Heat team.
Nice
Really?
call,
Yeah.
Big Ev,
in
yeah.
06?
Who was the big?
I think he was the starting point guard.
Who
I'm
was the
pretty sure.
big? Brad Miller, Scott Pollard were both on that team.
Yeah.
Brad Miller they just passed the ball.
Scott
so much.
Pollard, who
Doug
later went on
Christie.
to do
Yeah.
a season of Survivor.
Bill Walton had the funniest I've ever heard was during a broadcast when Bill Walton goes, "What if Doug Christie could shoot?" It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I think you might be out of work.
Yeah, I think so.
We got
His
new
wife
impressions
was
guy.
a nut, too. Doug Christie's wife is a full
Oh, she had all those rules, right?
nut job, yeah.
Man, this is a good talk. As far as today, I go Trout for sure. You have to have Trout. I mean, he's the best player in baseball. He's been that for several years. James Harden.
Yeah.
If we're going today,
Yeah.
Do you put DeGrom on that list when it's all said and done?
I mean,
Especially the fact that they blew 3 leads in the World Series after the 7th inning or after.
certainly if he keeps his current pace, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Just gotta stand up for my guy.
Westbrook, perhaps,
Yeah.
and then
I feel like there's a lot of NBA guys too. It's easy.
I think there's a ton at Giannis. Yeah, I think there's a ton of young NHL guys, Connor McDavid, who we assume will probably get theirs eventually.
Why can I
That
not
have
think of
really-
any NFL guys?
It's-
I'm blanking. What?
Marino's the most obvious.
As far as
You
right
know,
now,
honestly, a sleep,
because it's weird. Like Mahomes has his already.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson has his already.
Yeah.
Like the top quarterbacks, Deshaun's
There's
kind
so
of
many
on pause
older
right
ones.
now.
There's older ones. They're just
Yeah.
older too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So many of them.
It feels like Nick Foles got his. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, of course. So Carson Wentz, I guess, got his too.
I was gonna say, he has one,
Yeah.
but
you know,
does he,
I think a
does he really?
sleeper for a former player in the NFL is McNabb. Because even as a
I
Giants
love
fan, like
McNabb.
he tortured me like my whole childhood. They were phenomenal,
was
and
a
I think
stud.
people would see him in such a different light today if they had just won a Super Bowl.
I'll also give
Because
you
he was a phenomenal quarterback for a decade.
a double down on that. It's good that the Chiefs finally won because Andy Reid, what they did to him, they were one of the most consistent teams
They won the division
ever,
every
and
year.
they were like, "You're a
every
shit."
year.
In the
4
NFL,
straight NFC championships.
bro,
That's
they're
insane.
like, "You're a shitbag." Fuck Andy Reid. Fuck Andy Reid. Like, good that Andy Reid finally won one.
And even
Now-
the one they lost, I think they lost 24-21.
yeah, I mean, he's got to get his fucking
Anybody.
family life.
Do you throw T.O. in there?
I think so.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
I
Who
think
actually
so.
had in that he had a heroic
Broken
performance
leg.
in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, the broken leg.
What do you have,
yeah.
like 180 yards
Yeah.
or
It
something?
was like a
crazy?
broken leg. Yeah.
Crazy.
Anybody who is in the chat, and there's multiple of you saying Tony Romo, please never come watch his
Oh,
show again.
stop.
I would like for you
Stop.
to forget this show existed. I don't want to. I'm not sure I'm supposed to be turning away audience, but if you say Tony Romo about this,
See,
not only leave the show, just go to hell.
Well, I
Go
mean,
to
that
hell.
is a good point, though. You could kind of go to a few Cowboys players, because they have not been.
No, but I-
But Adrian Peterson.
Who's
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
You go Calvin Johnson, Andrew Luck. Where do the retired guys fall?
Luck
into
wasn't
there?
too much.
I
Not,
think
not
you
enough
should,
longevity.
I think
Not
you should
longevity.
carry more guys who got closer a bunch of time. Like McNabb, I think. You also so like
they were on the doorstep.
yeah. So like Adrian Peterson, like what's the furthest they've ever made? I'm sure
Saints Vikings.
I could. Okay. I knew I was blanking on one. Okay.
How about Larry Fitzgerald getting to like 2 minutes away from the Super Bowl?
less than 2 minutes.
That's a good one.
And
38 seconds.
38 seconds, and it was his touchdown that put him up, and he was about to win the Super Bowl.
So
and
that's
he
the
didn't.
one.
So then, even though he didn't get close, you could say Calvin Johnson.
Right,
Yeah,
but
He
I
didn't get
think
close, but he was phenomenal.
So my thing is that in the way I would rank them if we did like a top 100 or top 50 would be guys who were always close every year. So Malone, Reggie Miller, close year in year out, never got it. And then guys who got like robbed, the Kings. We just said him, Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
And then I would start to put
the good players.
yeah,
on
like
bad
Calvin
teams.
Johnson, like yeah,
great players
who were
shit
wasted on bad
organization.
teams.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
It's
then,
just how I would power rank.
and there's some that's being said in the chat that their careers ended. Like Penny Hardaway had a great career for about 5 years and then just faded. Bo Jackson was on track, but he just he got hurt and he only had half a career in both sports, so I can't really list him.
You gotta tell the full story.
What about what?
That's what I mean. I mean, you got it's 5
okay.
years. Like Penny Hardaway, like all right.
I don't think Penny Hardaway would make it in
But
this
Herschel
list
Walker.
objectively.
He won one in college.
Yeah, but he just didn't have his pro career was just good. It wasn't.
about
The trade.
Edgerrin
was-
James.
Edgerrin James, he got close as well.
He got close, and then
He's another guy that though was elite and then just stopped being good altogether.
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. He's going to the Hall of Fame this year.
You almost like forget that he didn't win one because he was such a core part of those teams. You like thought he got the one.
He was one of those the
Well,
year after he left.
Joseph
they
Adai?
fucking won.
Was it
yeah,
Joseph
it was
Adai?
Joseph Adai rookie year.
The other one off of that is fucking Nomar. They traded him that year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fucking all
He
time.
didn't have longevity. He was.
You
he was
talk
like awesome
and
for
with
a
the
few years.
curse like that's
That's tough, man.
crazy.
Yeah, I think Red Sox fans have they've circled back around to loving Nomar again, right? They welcome Nomar and
I would
he's like a
think
hero
so.
there.
Why? I mean, why they? I know that they traded him, but
I
there
don't
wasn't like a bad break.
I don't really remember.
He just was there for a while, and they just decided to move
Then it was
on.
similar to as like a Giants fan. That was kind of how Tiki was. Like the year he left,
Yeah.
and he had his best years under Coughlin, and then talk shit about him. Won a Super Bowl the year he
Oh,
retired.
He's a tie.
Another one.
I actually love- honestly, he's
I
a great,
openly do not like Tiki.
On your show, I guess before you were on it, Steven and Willie interviewed him. I actually thought it was a great tell. He kind of told his side of the story. Great interview back in that show, but that was one I like after he retired and talked shit about Coughlin. I always hated Tiki my whole life after that.
He was kind of
he played
toward Eli.
he had
too,
his
I thought.
best career years under Coughlin and then poo-pooed his name
Are
when he
you
left.
more on his
Hold
side
on.
after hearing the interview?
A little bit.
Okay.
Hold
But I
on,
still
boys.
was annoyed in the moment the way he talked about Coughlin. He deserved a lot more respect.
I would also say Mattingly too.
Cool.
Yankees won right after he was gone.
Not to cut anybody off.
Good.
Forgot it was a pick show. We're right at we're right up
Yeah,
2
we're
minutes.
close.
Rico, defending champ. You go first.
Let's
Marty's
see.
undefeated this month, by the way.
Arizona, Miami over. Rangers money line. A's money line.
Beautiful. Marty Mush, if we got his graphic, throw that up there because he is he went 3-0 on Monday, 4-0 yesterday, so he earns the spot. Have we got that
Hey,
graphic?
good credit to fucking Smitty.
Sorry, what?
He schooled me on the Phillies yesterday.
Do we have Marty's graphic?
Yeah.
All right, we got Dodgers minus 1.5, Mets
Juice.
money line, and Yankees money line.
Juice.
That is juicier than
That's what he
juice.
does.
Big Av, let's go with Big Av.
All right, I got the Knicks plus 3.5 and money line plus 135 at the Nuggets. I got Grizzlies minus 3, Yankees Astros over 9, Orioles plus 110, Giants plus 100 on the money line.
Like
I
it.
thought I was going to be on my own with the Orioles. Go ahead, Ben Mintz.
John Means,
I've got
baby.
the Brewers minus 137, the Cleveland Indians by a run and a half, Oakland minus 135, the Atlanta Hawks is a 1.5 point home dog to Phoenix, and I went against Dev. I got Denver against the Knicks tonight.
Okay, well, there's a couple islands I was hoping to be on my own, but I am
A's
not.
too, baby.
So,
Good pick.
first of all, I have a new bet on the Barstool Sportsbook app. Me and Marty have it together. We went in the lab and came up with it. It's called the Punch Out Parlay, presented by Brandon Walker and Marty Mush. We came up with it. We think it's great. It was in development. It went 20 units over, so it is a big-time bet. Now it's going to be promoted. We got Fried, Peralta, and Bueller. First inning K tonight, plus 145. The Punch Out Parlay, presented by Brandon Walker and Marty Mush. I love Orioles money line. It's John Means Day, baby. I'm going doubling up on him. Orioles money line. Orioles Mariners under 7.5. I like the Hawks to beat the Suns.
The Suns won an OT last night.
And
That's why I liked
do
it.
you have testicles, New York Rangers? Do you have nuts? Are you going to stand behind your organization? Or are you going to stand up and knock the bullies down? New York Rangers money line.
Put the Capitals on my card.
You like the Capitals?
Out of just I'm just disgusted by that organization that they even have New York in the front of their name.
Oh.
Disgusted.
Ev,
That's not New York.
We're only a block away from the Garden, man. Just be careful walking home. All right?
It makes me. It's one of those. I'm not even mad. You're
going to become an Islanders fan. You're going to choose a hockey team over this, possibly?
I'm disappointed.
I just like the idea of the Rangers just having hitters out there on 7th Avenue with Big Avs walking by.
Looking for me walking around. I'm be like, if one of you would have hit me the way fucking Wilson hit you guys, it'd be all right.
We already know they're not a tough organization, right? So
For sure not.
They walk up and just tap you on the knee. Say, take that.
The guy will grab my arm. I'll flip him over my fucking back like Tom Wilson. And also chopped cheese special Yankees Knicks both to win plus 320.
What do you got, Joey?
I got Pacers -6.5 over the Kings.
I like that one too.
Yeah, I'll just go there, and then Dodgers money line.
I didn't realize the Pacers scored 300 points a night. They score a lot of points.
It's either 300 or 87.
And they give up a lot.
They hit or miss.
Hey, Joey, you'll be back tomorrow.
Mincy
will be here hosting.
Oh, yeah.
This was a great show. I just love sitting and chilling, talking sports. The Yak is up next.